Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to give an extremely simple and effective introduction to Vim. After this video, you will understand the three main modes of Vim, navigate among these three modes, know how to exit Vim. Vim can be very intimidating when you first open it, especially if you don't have any guidance. The three main modes of Vim are Insert Mode, Command Mode, and Command Line Mode. The secret to mastering Vim is being aware of these three main modes, knowing which mode you are in at any given time, and knowing which mode you need to get to do what you need to do. Let's jump into the demo, and I highly encourage you to open a bash prompt and follow along. First, let's copy a file to our home directory that we will be using. When you first open Vim, either by itself or with a file, you are automatically placed into command mode. I refer to this as home base. If you ever get lost or forget which mode you are in, just hit the escape key and you will always go back to command mode, aka home base. When in doubt, hit escape. From command mode you can, to name a few things, delete a single character with lowercase x, delete entire lines with two lowercase d's, so it would be dd, move to the end of the file with Shift G, move to the beginning of the file with two lowercase g's, GG. The undo and redo feature can also be done in Vim with lowercase u and Control R respectively. So we'll undo a few. And then redo with Control R. Also know that any command mode keystroke keeps you in command mode. This will be important later. When you want to edit the file like a normal text editor, you have to enter insert mode. Here are the most common ways to enter insert mode, and these different keystrokes affect where the cursor is placed. Lowercase I leaves the cursor where it's at, places you in insert mode, as indicated at the bottom, and you just start typing like normal. So we hit I, insert mode indicator at the bottom, and you just start typing. This is insert mode. I am still in insert mode. Now before I can show you the other insert mode keys, we first have to go back into command mode, and this is done with the escape key. The insert mode notification disappears at the bottom, and we're back in command mode. If we hit lowercase o, the cursor will create a new line below the current line. Go back to command mode. If we hit uppercase O, it will create a new line above the current line. So it's a Shift O. Back to command mode again. If we hit lowercase a for append, it will move the cursor one character to the right and enter insert mode. Command line mode is where things get more interesting. You can do things like string searches, change the way Vim displays your file contents, exit Vim. First, let's hit escape and make sure we are back in command mode. If we type /, it will start to build our command at the bottom, and we are officially in command line mode. We finish our search with THE and hit enter. Now a couple of things happen. It will take us to the first match from the cursor's current position and places us back into command mode. If we hit lowercase n, it will take us to the next match, and then the next match, and so on. If we go too far, we can hit Shift N, and Vim will start to take us backwards. Shift in again, Shift in again. If we type colon, it starts to build another command for us, and we can do things like toggle line numbering, or syntax highlighting. Or we can exit Vim. Now, a couple of ways we can exit Vim is exit without saving changes, or write changes and then exit. This pretty much wraps up our demo. It didn't seem like much, but this really is all you need to get started with Vim. Anything beyond this is just icing on the cake, and you can do your own research. The more you use Vim, more and more annoyances and problems will bubble up in your mind, and then you can go and research on how to solve them. For example, if I want to delete these 4 rows, or these 4 lines, do I have to enter DD 4 times? Well, that is one way. Or you can just hit the number 4, then DD once. And trust me, this is just the tip of the iceberg. But now that you are aware of the 3 modes, any future research you do perform will make a lot more sense. If you found this video helpful, like it and share it with someone who may need it. Also, post any questions or comments below, and if there are any Linux or Git topics you'd like me to cover, please let me know. Thank you.